The record is held by Ruta Meliutete.
And Yulia Yefimova set the championships record just yesterday in the semi-finals, clocking the only sub-30 time in qualifying into lane 4. This is Sophie Hansen.
Yeah, I think she's the only remaining finalist from 2 years ago as well. So I think it's the only one that's actually come back again, who's made it through from 2016.
Okay, so one of the Russians, Natalia Ivaneva, Benita Hulko, finished 12th in the 100 meters. Here, TT is her strongest event. Then Ariana Castiglioni, bronze medalist from the 100 meters, World Championship finalist. And the big question mark, Ruta Meilutyte. Can she swim sub-30? I mean, that is a must for Ruta if she wants to medal here.
Can this lady swim sub-30? She's already broken the British record, 30.04. When she did that time, she broke her own British record. We haven't seen any Briton go sub-30, of course. Can she do it in lane number 5? Well, no, this lady could do it because her personal best is 29.52. Yulia Efimova did 29.66 to set that new championship record in the semi-finals. Right. Well, if we assume, and you can't really assume anything, that Yulia Efimova is going to win this, who is going to follow her in second place?
So, as I mentioned, Ruta Meilutyte, big question marks to her name. Winning silver in the 100 meters, but not being so dominant in the 50 meters, which used to be her pet event.
Imogen Clark has done exactly what her coach would have wanted, gone through the rounds, getting quicker, knocking on the door of 30. Ruta Meilutyte, 30.38. Well, she did in her halcyon years, and maybe they're going to return. That's sub-30. There's a big rivalry between 3 and 4. We've stated it, maybe overstated it perhaps earlier in the week, but Ruta Meilutyte 3, Yulia Efimova in 4, Imogen Clark in 5. There should be the 3 main names, 3 main people we're talking about in this final, and Imogen Clark and Ruta away very quickly.
So Yulia Efimova has some work to do in the final 25 meters. Now she's up in front together with Imogen Clark.
So Efimova on center rail with Meilutyte coming back fairly strongly. So too is Imogen Clark, but we've got a winner. It's definitely going to be Yulia Efimova. Can Clark get second place? She can. Again, a lot slower than she went yesterday, and Efimova also a little bit slower, but 29.81 will get it done. Imogen Clark with a 30.34 for second for Great Britain, and Castiglioni gets ahead of Meilutyte at the close to get the bronze.
So triple breaststroke champion here in Glasgow, winning the 50 meter, the 100 meter and the 200 meters. This is the same feat she has done. When was that? 11 years ago at the Short Course Europeans in Debrecen, which was her very first senior international event, winning 3 titles. And now, 11 years later, she is still the best breaststroker in Europe.
Yeah, she is one of those that could go through the card. There's a lot of people who specialize on 50, some people do 200, but she goes right through the ranks. She likes the breaststroke, she likes it at 50, she likes it at 100, she likes it at 200. If there was a 400, she might do that too.
Not the best of touches on the wall, so missing out on the championship record, but as I mentioned, you just have to win it.
And she won it, and she won it very comfortably. If you look at that time, she won it by a fair old distance, half a second and more over Imogen Clark, who did go a little bit slower.
Sadly, because he had a down year. He even was thinking about retiring after the Budapest World Championships. But, you know, he's back and winning European title number 3.
Dice, I did say, whichever way around, it was a great story. Either Brescia was a great story, Litchfield was a great story, and they've got 1 and 2. This is our presentation party, and there will be more celebrations in the British ranks coming up very shortly. I guess another Brit's going to get a medal. Not the main medal this time, but another Italian medal. This is amazing, isn't it? Just about every single race there's an Italian featuring, either knocking on the door of a medal or indeed in this case getting one. Arianna Castiglione of Italy with the bronze medal. She'll be thrilled with that. Yes, indeed. Will the crowd be when they see who's up next? 30.41. Wasn't the rapid final for the second and third place, or actually comparatively for the winner. But here for Great Britain is silver medalist. I think she's got her eye on the big prize, obviously winning, but also getting down below 30, and she was within a smidgen of doing that in the semi-finals. That will come in due course for Imogen Clark. Silver medal for her. Brilliant talent. Now all they've got to do is convert her to 100 a bit more. Again, it's a case of saying, go on with it, stretch it. Stretch it just a little bit.
Well, she has to, because the 50 meters is not an Olympic event, unlike the 100 meters.
30.34, but she's the queen again of breaststroke. She has been all the way through. Just cannot remove her from the European scene. Of course, there's a few Americans who try and do that. The Canadian is pretty decent as well, but in terms of Europe, Femova is still #1 and the queen of her particular disciplines, whether it be 50, as we mentioned, 100 or 200. She's always there or thereabouts, and people find it very hard to unseat her. So Russia claim a gold back, if you like. Because Great Britain have got one of theirs, and here comes one for Russia, for Efimova.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Russia.
Well, still a very divisive character in world swimming, but we won't take away her achievements here. Yulia Efimova is the fifth